Hey everyone, this is Zoe Reyes, licensed marriage and family therapist out here in Sacramento, California. I am out here at the Peak Counseling Group, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about EMDR therapy. What is EMDR? EMDR stands for Eye Movement Desensitization Reprocessing. Really long word, that's why we call it EMDR. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about how it works. So in order for us to talk about how it works, I needed to explain a little bit about how your brain works. So during times of significant stress, stress meaning like being in a violent situation, being highly anxious or fearful, our brain doesn't process that information the same way as it does when we are going in through our normal day-to-day living. So basically, when you are in the middle of a stressful event, that moment gets frozen in time. So that's why a lot of people who have experienced trauma or been in a violent situation, they experience triggers. And so triggers could mean anything that is related that will bring you back to that event. So if there was a red car driving by in that particular situation while you were getting robbed, for example, all of a sudden 3 years later you have these triggers where every time you see a red car you get upset, or the smell of cologne. If you were sexually assaulted by someone, you can smell a cologne of your perpetrator. The smell of that particular cologne can be a trigger for you many years later. So those are what triggers are. And so when people experience triggers, it automatically brings them back to that stressful event as if it is happening again right now, just because our brain improperly stored that memory. EMDR, the researchers have not quite understood how it works neurologically. But it does work on the brain directly, and what it basically does, it reprocesses the information that you experienced in that stressful event. And so it mimics a lot of what our brain does in the REM stage of sleep. And REM stage of sleep is basically that deep stage of sleep where our brain basically processes information from the earlier days events. EMDR research has shown that it's very effective for reducing symptoms of PTSD. PTSD stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. There's currently research being done to see the effectiveness of EMDR treating depression and anxiety, because they have also noticed that symptoms related to depression and anxiety are also reduced when individuals participate in EMDR therapy. They're still doing research to see to try and back up that information, and it's really effective. And so basically that's what EMDR therapy is. Next time I do want to talk a little bit about what to expect in an EMDR session, because it is very different from regular talk therapy. But that's it for today. You can go to our website if you want to read a little bit more about what EMDR therapy does. Or you can actually just Google EMDR therapy. What is EMDR therapy? And there's a bunch of information that you can read about just to determine if EMDR therapy is a good fit for you and your needs in treatment. That's it for today. You guys have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.